Everyone there? I did say real quick. I just had to swap a few things around. So this is Betrayer. As Skid had mentioned, it had some really black and white scenery to it. But the cool thing about the game is that it doesn't have to be black and white. You can actually up the color saturation and mess with a little bit and make it a very beautiful looking game. Yeah, like it looks incredibly different, right? So what I'm gonna do real quick, I'm gonna stick it back to this. I'm gonna start up a new game because I haven't played any of it. I just started off to see what the game looked like and how the controls worked. You were turned off because of the black and white look. Yeah, no, it really did hurt my eyes too, but it's really interesting. Like they have it set up that way, but they allow you to change it, and I don't understand why. I guess for the spookiness, but I think I'm just gonna flat out make it more colorful. But I just want you guys to see what it looks like to start. So I can run and jump, and there is a ship over there. All right. So let's do this. You ready? So what I found was turning the contrast up all the way, the light down to about 1.1, and I think it was about there. That's now what this game looks like. Also, there's a ship leaving when I am apparently marooned here. Like, what's up with that, man? Did I get this one already? Wow, that is hard to tell. And alternatively, whoop. Totally just hit save and quit. You could sail that. That's impressive. Alternatively, I could turn the color saturation all the way down. I could just make it flat black and white. Because it's really the light intensity that made it super bright. So you just turn that down and you're pretty much good. But let's play with some color here. There we go. Daytime. So clues, people, notes, and investigations. Inventory, weapons, charms, weapons. Loot is 41. I picked up some ammo, but I don't know how to tell what I have. Interesting. All right, I can crouch and sprint. Some more coinage. Wow. Okay, I've never seen a game actually do something like that with their trees. That is too cool. Oh, um, hello. Why was that dude covered in red? I don't know who you are or why you've come here, but you should turn back lest you become trapped in this place as I am. Hey, thanks for the 25 bits, man. You the best, Mike. I got a key from some developers to play test their game. It's called Riptail. I did a short video. It's got the black and white with red. It sucked. Riptail. I haven't heard of that. I'll have to look into it. But the color scheme sucked? Yeah, me being color deficient, it makes it difficult with colors sometimes. So I wasn't sure how I would really like the black and white kind of color scheme, but I'm very glad to see that they kind of modified that. Or allowed you to modify it. Dude gives me a note saying turn back, like I have a choice. Dear sir or madam, I have come into possession of a number of fine items of exceptional quality and indisputable value. As a token of my good faith, I offer you a free bow in hopes that you may survive long enough to become a regular customer. Arrows will be free for a limited time as well. Beware that they may sometimes deflect from armored enemies, so be sure to carry plenty and recover them when you can. I put my trust in your honor to leave payment for whatsoever else you choose to purchase. Respectfully, John Howe, Merchant. So I could purchase another bow. Is it different than my current one? Cracked longbow. It is. It's a lot better, too. Jeez. I will totally buy that one, though. Let's do that. Oh, it's just slightly better, not a lot better. I thought it was a lot better. All right, well, how do I... Drag here to scrap? Ah, okay. Cool. Okay. Because your well-being is important to me. Both fiscally and sentimentally, mind you. I feel I should advise you that your enemies are easiest to slay if you catch them unawares. For their rage makes them stronger. Shots to the head will also inflict more grievous an injury than those to the trunk or limbs. Please rely on me whenever you find yourself in need of deadlier implements of warfare. Cordially, John Howe, Merchant. Interesting. Okay. Auto loot? Alright. I don't know where that other arrow of mine went. Maybe I can randomly pick it up. All treasure chests found. Trunk, limbs. You can take down trees. Those trees don't know what are gonna hit them. Yes. The weapons you recover from slain adversaries are generally of poor quality, both being both feebler and more cumbersome to employ than you may desire. The weapons I offer are guaranteed to do more harm and do it faster. I found weapons. Only you can prevent forest fires. Fort Henry. Glad I could oblige, Cat. All right. Is there a map? Oh, there is a map. Holy cow. What? Can I get a legend? Okay, so those are chests. Those are notes. Those are clues. Those are totems. Buried treasures, wraiths, shadows, graves. And that must be me. Yeah. Interesting. Musket load. Tomahawk. It was remiss of me not to mention that enemies are more likely to discover you if you are moving. Crouching, on the other hand, makes you significantly harder to detect and allows you to move quietly. Use the wind to your advantage. Gusts will mask your footsteps, making it easier to run up behind foes without alerting them. Thanks, mate. So is that the thing that I just got? That is the thing that I just got. Oh! It deflected. I was not expecting it to deflect. I could see his eyes. Holy crap, that was scary. You know, just got a little bit cocky, a little bit confident. So that's a wraith? Yeah, that's a wraith. So there's something this way. I was warned. I was definitely warned that arrows would do that. I just wasn't expecting it, that's all. I got a rusty musket? Oh, ho, ho, ho. This is my boomstick. Alright. For even less aim. I know, right? Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff over here. Is that Wraith moved? I feel like that Wraith moved. I'm not okay with that. There's stuff shining over here. When the patrol did not return by dusk, I led 6 men into the woods to search by torchlight. Soon enough, we found Edmund Percy clinging to a tree, eyes agape, muttering of shadows coming alive. Nearby was what remained of Jeremy Cooper, his head and arms torn off. Rip? Have to pay respects. Nathaniel Fox, killed by savages. It was not Russian, because I cannot do a Russian accent. These containers appear to have stored luxury foodstuffs brought from England. Only smoldering scraps remain. Okay. There's one more thing over here somewhere. Am I gonna find someone's body? Is it over here? It's over here. Ah! There it is. Something appears to be buried here, but the soil is too hard to dig up with your bare hands. I need to get a shovel, apparently. Alright. I think it would be more terrifying that way? Black and white it is. Alright, so there's a wraith around here. There's a totem there, and the wraith's over... No, wraith didn't move. Okay. I think here's the totem. Right? Yeah, I'm on it. What does a totem mean? Oh, there goes my arrow. How about it? Just gonna let you be, man. What's this? Something appears to be buried here. Alright, another buried something. Because the red is really bright even with color. Imagine living your entire life in black and white and suddenly a really bright red started rushing to you. The red would be alarming because it's amplified due to the lack of color. Yeah, I can see why it would make it a little bit more difficult. Also, the fact that they can be really difficult to see. Ow! He still hit me. Wow, I'm almost dead, guys. I don't know how to heal. Another grave here. John Scrivener, killed by a Spaniard. Scrivener? Hey! Don't plank me. Here's something else up here. Cheering 2 bits. Where are you at, buddy? I heard you. No? Nothing? Alright. That's fine. There you are again. Is that you? There you are. Hey, Icarus. Thanks for the 55 bits, my friend. Too kind, too kind. Ow! He almost killed me again. Oh, sick! I got explosives. Alright. Bits are Twitch's new currency. I think every bit is basically a cent, so 100 bits would be $1. And you can buy, I think, 500 bits for like $7 or something. And basically, what it's supposed to be is a safe way for people to support their streamers that they enjoy watching via Twitch, and to help support Twitch as well, because Twitch takes part of the money that you put toward the bits, but then 100% of the bits that you give to your streamers goes to your streamers. Mary Barnes and her son Edward are the latest to show signs of sickness. If Eustace Cage cannot find some remedy, the strange contagion may soon claim its 10th and 11th victims. Crude Charm of Ferocity. What does that do? Inflict 150% melee damage and attack 5% faster. Alright. Oh! If you want to donate anything, just down in the description is going to be a link that you can click, and that'll take you to my Streamlabs donations. Otherwise, you can always go and buy bits and use that. Each time you fall in battle, enemies return to the area, but maybe in different locations. For an additional challenge, you can enable the drop loot option, which will cause you to drop your loot and scrapped items when you die. If you die again before retrieving them, they are lost forever. Okay, so I still have everything. Interesting. Alright, well, real quick, let me go do those push-ups and junk before I forget and then end up having to do double later. What's up with my headphones here? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nah, he did too. It was push-ups and a plank. All right. So I guess should be extra careful because people should be respond. There's a fort here. Several among the council are wary of treating with the naturals, but I believe I have convinced them of the necessity, for we cannot assume that Sir Christopher will outfit a resupply fleet with sufficient urgency to ensure it reaches us from England before we have no more need of it. We will starve before spring without succor. Gate just opened wide for me. I'm not okay with that. Nathan Lambton murdered by a Spaniard. Matthew Helyard, ship's boy, age 12, found dead along the path. Edward Barnes, age 6, a sweet and gentle son, died of sickness. Here lies Mary Barnes, age 24, loving wife and mother, died of sickness. Edmund Percy, killed fighting the Spanish. Wasn't there something about Edmund Percy just a little bit ago? See, the key to gambling is self-control and knowing when to quit. Reginald Millet, a true gentleman. Can't carry silver forks? Alright, let's go get inside this base. What? Unlocked Fort Henry destination. Fast travel. My dear sir or madam, I hope that bow I gave you has been of reasonable service, but I would encourage you to consider some of my finer wares. I accept coin or barter, as you see fit. Please check back from time to time to see what new items I've acquired. Cordially, John Howe, Merchant. You got a shovel? What the hecky? What are you guys doing? Longbow quiver. Interesting. Okay. So nothing of which I can yet purchase. Drinking from a barrel will restore your health, refill your water skin if you have one. A small trowel well suited for breaking up hard soil. Yay! I got my shovel, guys. Though the figure appears human and is only ash and ember. Whoa! Wasn't me. I didn't do it. You guys saw nothing? Crude charm of soldiery. An ornate bell. It appears to be in good condition. It could probably be remounted from where it hung. Okay. The Indian king, whom they call Warowance, was much pleased by our gifts of tools and trinkets, and gave us in return an abundance of corn and bear meat, which is an excellent victual. Alright. That's cool, man. Cody Root. I mean, I didn't kill him. He was already dead. I just scattered his ashes on the wind like he dreamed and asked of us. Indian arrows that were most likely intended for the head of a sentry. Dang. You can drink from a water skin to restore yourself at any time, and be sure to refill it at open barrel. Swick! Got me a water skin. Hey, mate. Another ash figure. Something appears to be buried here, but the soil is so rocky that it will take more than a trowel to dig it up. Alright, so I get a trowel for easy loose dirt. Replace the bell. What's this? Lord Governor has determined that we cannot spare any men to send to Fort Henry, for we are harried constantly by the naturals, who have recently grown more hostile toward us for unknown reasons. Alright. So there's... Ah, there was a thing over here that I missed. Hey, Dulor with the 100 bits. Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing here? Alright, so hard soil. Dulor with them 100 bits. Hard soil. And another note. According to our prisoner, the Spaniards seek to destroy settlements that might be used for profiteering against their treasure fleets and will surely come at us again. We need reinforcements if we are to repel further attack. Oh, that's right, we're the English, fending off against the Spanish. You needed to be on top. Dulor, you are always on top. And a non-cheering with 2 more bits. Whoa! What? Dug up what appears to be... Good. 100 bits by Kane. Thanks, Kane. Appears to be a human eyeball, though it feels more like a stone. It is strangely heavy and warm in your hand. It seems that you can see things that you couldn't before. What the crap? The figure appears to be speaking, but you can't hear what he's saying. Dug up a petrified ear, like the eye you found. It is heavy and warm. It seems you can hear things you couldn't before. Though you mouth words, no sounds issues forth. Oh, I need a mouth too, huh? Okay. Dug up a petrified tongue. It too is heavy and warm. It seems you can now speak to those who couldn't hear you before. Alright, do I need anything else? Where is Martha? Who's Martha? My wife. Who are you? I am Captain William Eastgrove. Where did you last see her? On Nileside. We were sitting together. I was holding her hand, talking about our son. Whoa. Maiden in red. I hate to interrupt, but who are you talking to? Was speaking to a wraith named William Eastgrove. But I see no one. He appeared in the dark when I rang the bell and vanished when daylight returned. In the dark? How can that be? The sun has not moved in the sky. Are you certain of what you saw? I couldn't see him until I found the strange eyeball. That is an unsettling discovery, and an odd thing to pick up. I didn't know what it was at first. Then it's an odd thing not to put back down, although it does seem to be useful. Who are you? I can't remember. I am sure that I lived here, for this place is familiar. But it's like a dream. I can't quite recall. Do you remember anything? My sister. I've been searching for her, but I can't remember her name either. Perhaps she is hiding from the Spaniards, for they seem to be more beasts than men. Spaniards?
I've seen no one but you since I awoke in the forest days ago. I assure you that there are no Spaniards here. Not any more.
One of us is not seeing the world as it is.
Then I hope that it is you, for I do not wish to see the things you speak of. What did the Wraith want of you, anyway?
He is searching for his wife.
I would help you find her, but it is hard to track what one cannot see, and I must seek my sister. Please, let me know if you see her. We are twins, so she should be easy to recognize.
Where shall I find you if I have news to report?
Let us meet in this fort for now. I should also like to learn the outcome of your search for the Wraith's wife. I can't help but worry what's become of her.
Very well. Listening will lead you to areas of interest. You will find different locations in the normal world versus the other world, so be sure to listen in both. Peculiar. Alright, lady.
I remember we lived here for a time after we arrived. There were many skirmishes with the naturals in those days until finally we made peace with them.
Do you think these ash figures were the people who lived here?
Which ash figures?
Have you not seen figures of ash that look like people?
Are you trying to scare me? That sounds horribly unsettling, but I've seen no such thing.
Alright, lady. Your face looks like the one in the beginning. I'm not going to touch the woman. I don't think I was supposed to do that, but it was making a noise. It's making a noise too. Alright, so I guess I got more things to explore over here. This is interesting, guys. Wouldn't mind a sword or something, though. Is that the totem making that noise? It is shrouded in corruption. Okay. It did nothing. Who? Ash figures. Bell has been remounted. Ring seems to change the aspect of the world by some unfathomable means. Discovered a carved pillar tinted with some reeking, unhealthsome corruption. Tormented voices seem to whisper from the post itself. Petrified ear. Listen carefully. Reveals strange sounds in the distance that may lead to new discoveries. Seems to reveal things that previously couldn't be seen. Seems to permit conversation with those who previously couldn't be communicated with. Alright. Why has the Lord Governor ordered us to collect up valuables and shiny trinkets to hide in the woods away from our settlements? What purpose could such measures serve but to deject the populace already forlorn from hunger, sickness, and constant harassment by Spanish attacks? That's a good question. Hey Axel, you told me to remind you not to forget a thing, that you had an idea. What's up? Oh, maybe a wraith is something I can talk to. This grave is unmarked. All graves found, huh? There's a wraith over here. Among the stones you find the remains of a woman. Strands of long dark hair are still attached to the moldering skull. There is a bullet hole in her forehead. Dug up a valuable looking distinctive necklace of golden topaz. So do I have to ring the bell and come out here? Oi, he's got an idea. It too is shrouded in corruption. There's a thing down here that I can pick up. More explosives. Oh, geez, that's a big guy. Ow! Alright. Calm down, please. Are you serious? Unlock Southgate destination. Do you mean this map gets bigger? The gate is shrouded in some manner of corruption. It won't open. Mr. Barden was told by one of the Indians that a great kingdom lies in the ruins far to the west, said to have been richer with copper and pearls of finest quality. Naturally, this tale has aroused much keen discussion and speculation among all who have heard it, but the tribe says it is a haunted and cursed place, guarded by the shades of those who dwell there. Yeah, I don't know if this is supposed to be like a super spooky game or if it's just supposed to be like a find out what happened game. I'm intrigued though. Wish I had more health. There's a thing over here though. Did I get this thing? Gosh darn it, Axel. Ooh, a common pistol. I could have used that last fight. What does this do? Oh, I also reload quicker. Nice. Alright. Let's go hit this thing and then head back to town, ring the bell, and run out here and see if I can talk to him. Hey, Tess. How you doing, lovely? Well, the story of this game is that an entire colony disappeared. And I'm basically here to figure out why. I also almost got stuck. I'm doing alright. Just waiting for finals to be kind of like over finally, and waiting to start working more frequently. Ah, there's some water. Cool. Yo, imagine this game but in space. You mean like Prey? Alright, so there's more stuff over here. There's a wraith here, wraith there, and a wraith up there. And apparently a wraith in there, too. Which I guess I can only see wraiths at night? The unfallen storm that spared our ship but scuttled Captain Harper's common sense of that of all who supported him in continuing on after the Rebecca and Splendor turned back to England. That was a huge run-on sentence. We shall all of us pay for that folly of disproportionate measure unless we abandon this hopeless adventure and sail away from here with all the provision we can gather. There's a thing up here and a thing down here. Yeah, it's supposed to be in grayscale. I can change it. I can make it more colorful. But everyone said that it would probably be better dark. The chest is empty. How dare you? The exact same everything except it's just in space. Jeez! The crap! That is not okay! That is like on 100 levels of not okay. Guys, that was not okay. More Indian arrows. Either there was a large-scale attack or several smaller skirmishes. Oh. Lady, you moved. Hi again, darling. You're still helping your wraith friends. Yes. Goodbye. Let me get some water. Let me see about, let's see, 289. Go ahead and get that. Get a... We'll sell that. Do you recognize this topaz necklace? It is Martha's. I gave it to her after our son was born. Found it near the remains of a woman who had been shot. Now I remember. I found her on a hillside to the
pleasant morning. I sat beside her, holding her hand and talking about her son as she died.
I sure am if you're gonna use that voice. It was you who buried her.
Yes, sir. I thought she would rest better there than near the fort. So I covered her over with stones. I meant to return to dig her a proper grave, but someone stole our only spade, and a trowel would not suffice.
Whew. Makes me lightheaded. I'm a little curious what the grayscale looks, or what the other world looks like. Alright, it just looks grayscale. Cool. Have a good dinner. Oh, there are skeletons. Ow! Alright, there are baddies at night. The corruption is gone. Okay. See you later, Creed. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Where's John?
Where's John? My son. My husband carrying him through the gate. I was so happy, so relieved to see them. I don't know. I can't remember.
Ooh, is the topaz necklace yours?
Yes.
Martha Eastgrove is a very demonic sounding person.
I remember now. You have given me back my name.
What happened to you?
I remember staring at the barrel of a pistol, fearfully but strangely calm. And I began to pray.
You have found what was once a finely made and likely expensive pistol, now badly rusted and useless. Interesting. Alright, so what if I go back to this other one? Funny joke! And acting went into Gollum with a hurt throat. Not nearly Gollum. I mean, similar, sure. But not nearly. The Game Grumps are the bomb. It has been cleansed of corruption. I'm almost afraid to go see what the gate would be like now that it's no longer corrupted. My throat's not hurt. I'm fine. Oh, you cheeky bugger. Which sound? Maybe I have to clear all the totems first in order to clear the south gate. That would make sense, right? The howl. You don't like the howl. I'm afraid there's not much I can do about that when I get to it. Just be prepared. See, with that Martha ghost, I just kind of assumed that it was going to be, like, evil because it looked so evil. It wasn't like the other Wraith. That's why I went with the demonic voice. I realized how wrong I was, though. That's what I get for trying to profile them. This morning we could find no trace of Tabitha Markley. The sentry saw no one coming or going, nor was there any sign of a struggle. Even her sister, asleep in the same bed, was not roused. It can only be of some foul sorcery. Just want to point out that the bow is not effective against skeletons. It was effective against that skeleton. There's a wraith down here. The remains of a soldier are partly buried in loose soil. The cause of death is not obvious. Dug up a finely made reed flute. Alright, and the wraith is around here somewhere. Apparently I've been here already. Where's the wraith? It's like right here. Wraith. There's no Wraith. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't do too much to a skeleton typically. But you know, Vidge games. Dug up a Spanish sea chart showing a large section of unfamiliar coastline. Oh, there's a world map. I just noticed that. Holy cow, this game is huge. 10 coins and a longbow arrow. 21st of April. Drifted 8 hours owing to fierce wind and heavy squalls. 22nd of April. The storm worsened and we drifted most of the day. High seas, a constant lashing rain drowned nearly 24 poultry in the hold and damaged sundry other supplies. 23rd of April. Sighted the Rebecca before noon. She was badly damaged by the storm and will have to turn back for Plymouth. We'll sail on soon. Alone. I have no idea what Jacksepticeye sounds like. I don't watch him. What the crap is that? What? The thief escaped. Sorry, mate, but I'm not about to just, like, go out and be like, hey, let me chase after the specter here. You kidding? I hate playing with bows and arrows. Like, it's cool in theory, but in practicality, ugh. Give me a hammer, let me smash some things, man. I gotta stop taking your mains. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Alright, let's go up and clear this totem. Here you go, Kane. The wind has shifted, dispersing the stench of corruption from the area. Interesting. Alright, let's go talk to this one then. Kane, you said you didn't like the howling, and I figured the howling was going to come soon, so I gave you a warning. Ow! Alright, that's fine.
I have lost my way in this darkness.
Sound of the bell will lead you home. Alright. Yeah, I don't like it when they get close to me either. I want a sword, not just melee nothingness. Because that's what I feel like I have to do right now. Alright, all treasure chests found. There's a thing right there on the other side of the wall. Martha is anxious about your son.
She was so desperate with worry, as was I. A group of us went into the woods to search for him. Then I heard Gregory Ward calling out to him and knew he was safe.
She remembers you carrying him through the gate.
I was telling him he mustn't play outside by himself, for there are many dangers in these woods. I told him he must never make his mother worry.
Do you recognize this pistol?
I remember taking it from my son's hand, pulling open his fingers when he refused to let go, telling him he must never use it without my permission.
Found the pistol near Martha's remains.
It was missing when I awoke. I was panicked. I ran outside and shouted for the sentry. He had just come on duty, so I woke Gregory Ward to ask him what he had seen during his watch.
And what did he say?
I can't remember.
Sorry. Oh. There's another wraith here.
Edmund Gotham still hasn't returned from patrol. We met by chance near Dodds Hill. It was nearly dark. He said he had found a Spanish encampment and showed me where it was. I am Gregory Ward.
Oh, it's giving me lightheadedness. William Eastgrove woke you to ask what you had seen during your watch. I told him his wife left the fort saying she was going for a short walk. I thought it strange that she was wearing a fine necklace for such an occasion. He remembers you calling out John's name when you were searching the woods. I spied the boy in a clearing, aiming a pistol at a tree. He pulled the trigger, but nothing happened, so he went to peer into the barrel. I was shouting at him by then, running toward him as fast as I could. I don't remember hearing the shot, just the smoke obscuring him. You recognize the flute. I remember thinking how sad it would be here without Edmund's music. An Indian gave him that flute after hearing him play. Found it near the remains of a man who had been killed near the encampment. Then that's why he never came back. So I need to go back to him and to him. And okay, so I'm doing Wraith quests. Your son accidentally shot himself. I remember now, a group of us went into the woods to search for him. I heard Gregory Ward calling out to him and knew he was safe. Then a shot rang out. I remember taking my pistol from my son's hand, pulling open his fingers when he refused to let go, telling him he must never use it without my permission, and then I closed his eyes and went to tell Martha that our son was dead. I remember carrying him through the gate, telling him that he mustn't play outside by himself, for there are many dangers in these woods. I told him he must never make his mother worry, and I saw a relieved smile crumbling into despair. Gregory Ward says that Martha left the fort early wearing her topaz necklace. I knew what she must do, why she had taken my pistol, why she had worn that necklace. I was running through the woods when I heard the shot just like before. She took her own life. What happened to Ghost Gandhi's snake voice? I got too lightheaded. I can't keep doing it. That's why I buried her there, so the chaplain would not speak of her as a sinner bound for damnation. I did not want her to be thought of that way. How did you explain her disappearance? I told the truth, that she wandered in the woods and never came home. Dang. Very dark. Lost her son. Took her own life. What happened to the father, though? The husband there. Like, I wonder if he continued the trifecta of suicide, or maybe he betrayed them. No, I don't think that's likely. Nah. Where was she? Was she over here? I guess I'm done with her because the investigation's complete. So we'll walk over to Dodds Hill. Alright, I won't rule it out. He could have betrayed them, that's true. Doesn't explain that giant friggin' spider, though. That thing's abnormal. There he is. Must report to the captain. Is this your flute? It is. Then you must be Edmund Gotham. Yes, you have given me back my name. Gregory Ward said you showed him a Spanish encampment. I remember pointing through the brush to where the Spaniards were gathered around their fire. We counted 24 men at least. I showed him the map I found lying in the grass. The wind must have carried it away from the camp. He looked very grave when he saw it. I suddenly thought to ask him what he was doing so far from the fort. What did he say? That he always loved hearing me play the flute. Found a crude map of the area around Fort Henry with place names in English and notations in Spanish, suggesting it was drawn by an Englishman and modified by a Spaniard. Oh, so he betrayed them. Also, world map? Dang. Yeah, there is a bit more to it. Alright. What has roused you from your slumber? I am sundered and cannot rest. Sundered? Profane, defiled, robbed of my head by a demon who means to wear my skull as an ornament, and I shall seek it and get it back. Well, that was different. I guess that's what it meant by the thief has escaped. Edmund Gotham found this map near the Spanish encampment. I remember now. We met by chance near Dodd's Hill. It was nearly dark. He said he'd found a Spanish encampment and showed me where it was. Then he showed me this map. He said we must report to Captain Eastgrove. You were concerned about the map? Because I drew it. Why? I am a Catholic, though I had to swear I wasn't to come here. My duty is to the Pope in Rome, not to a heretic king, and to my mum at home, who can live easier with those Spanish coins I gave her. Edmund Gotham didn't return from patrol because of that map. I know I couldn't let him come back to Fort Henry or I'd be hung for sure, but it made me sad to think I'd never hear him playing the flute again. Well, he didn't betray everyone, so to speak, but he did betray Edmund. Alright, so what about that thief? Where did I find it? I think it was up near there, wasn't it? Guess I'll head back to Fort Henry and swap over the thing. See if Red Riding Hood has anything to say. You moved again. Where could my sister be? I have learned the fate of the Wraith. What did you learn? Martha Eastgrove shot herself in grief over the accidental death of her son.
In doing so, she doubled her husband's grief and made him bear it alone. I think she was very selfish.
I have learned the fate of a Wraith. Gregory Ward killed Edmund Gotham so that he could not be exposed as a Catholic spy.
To be a spy is to be a constant liar. One cannot be a liar and servant of God. I say nothing of being a murderer as well.
Or to say nothing of being a murderer as well. I have a gift. What is it? Necklace of gold and topaz that belonged to Martha Eastgrove.
It is very beautiful. Why are you giving it to me?
Because you are also very beautiful.
You should keep it in case you meet a woman who is moved, but such trite sentiments. By such?
The reed flute that belonged to Edmund. Why are you giving it to me? Thought that you might enjoy learning to play it. Shall practice dutifully, but only when you are out of earshot. Will come in handy if we manage to find a ship. That is a shrewd notion. I shall hold on to it. Alright. So she didn't want my thing, my necklace, that apparently can be bartered. That I can't barter. Whatever. You can woo her? I don't know, maybe. Worth a shot, am I right? The other Wraith was like over here. Let's go explore that then. I mean, she is a pretty attractive looking model. I can say that much. Ow. Rude. Little red, little red. And look, the gate is now opened. I can go over here now. Interesting. Sentry post. It's a whole new world. Whole new world. Mary Shortridge, age 28, succumbed to sickness. The new Werowynce grew frantic when he realized what Captain Harper proposed to lead his expedition, saying we must never venture into that forest lest we disturb the evil that slumbers there. The captain tried to offer reassurance that we would tread lightly, but the Werowynce rose up in wrath and swore to leave none of us alive should we defy him in this matter. Ow! More? With Benedict Arper's expedition party now long overdue and presumed killed by savage treachery, the Council has chosen to make James Markley's conditional governorship permanent. The Council asks that you show him all respect and courtesy due to the Lord Governor of this colony. I don't think he's going to show you the world. I think he's only wanting to show you one thing. As morning we observed two savages observing us from the adjacent hill for more than 2 hours. They made no effort to conceal themselves and seemed very relaxed and curious. Samuel Mallard remarked that if we could see 2 of them, then there must be another dozen hidden. Alright, so I think my next goal should be to go take this place. So I'll hit here, and then come down there. Good night, Mike. You take care. Thanks for the bits, man. I think you're still my top bit man. No, Dulor is. I forgot. Dulor swooped in. Dulor's like, this is mine. Kane could have easily taken it. No, you and him, colors are very similar. So when I looked over at the color, I had to make sure that I was looking at the right person. Your name colors on Twitch. Ooh, crude charm of swiftness. Move 4% faster. I'm good with that. Yeah, like I said, they look similar. They're not the same, but they look similar. Here, I'll take a quick picture and show you what I mean. There you go. Check Discord. Ah! Okay, apparently it's taking forever to upload, but it's working on it. So those guys were on fire, right? Like that wasn't just me, right? Also, I got a short bow. Speed is very fast compared to my fast. Let's try out the short bow real quick. Yeah, I don't understand why it's taking forever. I'm gonna try again. Maybe I'll try closing the app real quick. Yep, still taking forever. Okay, cool. Or a bear of a man. What are you guys going on about? I think y'all are just hearing things. Oh, shoot. I just sold my weapons. Excellent. The bows the Indians are using are smaller than ours and less powerful, yet even mere youths can kill a bird and flight without wasting an arrow, for they learn to shoot at an early age and practice near every day. The best of their archers can loose 10 arrows before the first hits the ground. Guys, I think you guys are having just trouble. Just downright trouble with everything. First you're telling me that colors are different, and now you're telling me sound's gone. Like, check your Snapchats. I just sent you things. So that way you can seize what I seize. Charles Norton killed by cowardly savages. I attracted something. I'll take that short bow, thank you. There's a color setting. I suggest putting it on for effect, but can't describe it because spoilers? What, in the game? You mean this? Alright, cower's running. That can convey effect otherwise later. I mean, I've already been in one black and white section. Ow! Hey, thanks, Axel. Ow! Thanks for the bits, man. Much appreciated. I am gonna die. I think they're offering 700 bits for $7 right now for the first time buyers. So if you're looking to get bits, now's the time to do it. Ah! He got me. It's the second one, man. Uber dead. Starting to run out of arrows, too. My dreams were often troubled of late by the panic of drowning, not in water, but in loamy soil. It fills my mouth so that I cannot scream. Dug up a plain leather coin pouch. It contains several coins. Yay! Atop this makeshift table you find a single black pearl of modest size and quality. Dug up a Grammy playing card. It is a king of diamonds. Ow! Oh, come on! Oh! Man, they got me good twice. Starting to run out of ammo. Alright, I think I like the short bow a lot more. Yeah, still going strong, my dude. What's intimidating? Oh, alright. Apparently I can jump off that. Yeah, man, those... I think they're supposed to be the Native Americans. And they are spoopy. Cody's a pygmy confirmed? How am I a tiny man? I was crouching. Alright, let's get you. Let's read you. Eccentric claims he saw a dark shape moving amongst the graves, but we found no prints in the soil. The next morning, we discovered George Causey's grave dug up and his skull missing. Whether by foul treachery or cruel fate, the Constance is but splinters in the deep. Now I fear we shall never sail away from here again. Dug up a crude, stunted wooden carving whittled in what is probably supposed to be the shape of a nude woman. It doesn't particularly resemble one. Wood shavings are scattered on the ground here. Yee, no spoilers, please. It was just foreshadowing, not quite a spoiler. He just said that there will be harder monsters. Who would have thought in a game that there would be harder monsters? The sound of the bell will guide you. Go back home. I much prefer the skeletons to anything else. Lawrence Spendlove, beloved chaplain. Captain Wilkinson hasn't returned. Where'd you last see him? He went to gather firewood. Who are you? Samuel Mallard. Do you recognize this wood carving? I was whittling it to pass the time. I was anxious, wondering whether the captain would return. He was late coming back. Oh, right. I forgot I can fast travel. God. Makes things like a bajillion times easier. Man, why's it always got to be racist with you guys? Say the word black. Instantly racist. Great quantity of dried blood cakes the ground. The wound was surely mortal. A haphazard pile of firewood. It looks as though it was dropped carelessly. Dug up a steel helmet of exceptional quality, badly dented on one side by a powerful blow. Dry blood crusts the interior. Do you recognize the dented helmet? It's the captain's! Found it at a scene of violence not far from here. Then the savages killed him. Y'all are arguing moot points. I'm all for debates, but this is not a debate. I'm gonna need you guys to just accept things are not always the same things. So they're babby dragons. Dug up splintered arrow with fletching in the Indian style. A musket ramrod is embedded in the tree, so one must have failed to remove it from the barrel before firing. So in this area is heavily trampled. Seems a battle was fought here. Isn't it like Dragonling, Drake, Dragon? Or Dragonette, Drake, Dragon? No, in Nordic mythology, it's legit a dragon. Wyvern just mean the type of dragon it is have giant wings and 2 legs. Wyverns are bipedal, flying lizards with a horned tail. Dragons are 4-legged, intelligent creatures who can also be spellcasters. I always thought wyverns were more like lion creatures with like scorpion tails, similar to chimeras, just without the snake and goat or whatever else it might have. Dulor coming in here and laying down the truth. Dragon's my mom. And my dad. Crude charm of soldiery. Soldiery. I already have that, right? Yeah. Oh, I could sell that. I do need to keep the musket, though. I need a musket. Let's see. What can I buy from you, sir? Oh, dearest sir or madam, I have acquired several new items that may be of modest interest. I humbly submit them for your consideration. As you know, I happily accept barter as well as coin. Respectfully, John Howe, merchant. Ooh, a crossbow. Totally real chimeras calling me. Dulor. Ooh, 25 short bows? Yes, please. What's my current longbow? 35 and 25. Kind of want to get the crossbow, but I feel like I'm going to pick one up anyway. So let's not do that. Maybe I'll go with the common longbow. Or perhaps I'll just pick up more ammo. Ugh. I don't know, that does do a lot of damage. We'll grab that then. We'll just get it. We'll go for it. And 12 shots. What can I sell? I can sell this. Back to store. 350. What's my rusty musket do? 75? I think I'll just leave it as such. So I got a pistol, a short bow, and a crossbow. So I'm going to do it this way. All right. Found a battleground near here. It was like fighting ghosts. The savages would rise up out of the grass, fire their arrows, and disappear before you could even aim. This ramrod was stuck in a tree. I was reloading when one of them popped up right in front of me. I didn't think, I just fired. Then I was sitting on the ground, my shoulder throbbing, my mouth tasting like blood. Captain Wilkinson told me to get up and fight. He said it was like I was a coward. Harsh. Hey, pretty lady. How you doing?
I remember we stayed at this fort for a couple of days. The men stationed here were grim and sullen. My mother told my sister and I not to go out alone. I was glad to leave.
I have a gift for you. It's black pearl. Why are you giving it to me? It's pretty, like you.
You should keep it, for you seem more concerned with prettiness than I am.
Apparently, complimenting her does not work. Coin pouch has a few shillings in it. Pouch could be useful for storing small items in case you get back to England and want to spend money on something for yourself, flipping the coins in the air and guessing how the land might entertain you. I suppose it might have some utility. It would be wasteful to discard it. And this crude figure that Samuel Wright carved. It is grotesque. Why are you giving it to me? In case you wanted to make something with it, then I shall keep it. So apparently, telling her she's pretty is not the way to go. Telling her she can barter things is the better way.